Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back, and we're getting ready to do something a little different tonight. All right, I'm gonna throw the server up for those of you guys that are interested. If you haven't already downloaded it, you can download it in Discord. I do have the link handy still. You can feel free to connect. There's probably going to be bugs. The game might just crash straight out. This is possible. This should be something a little bit different from what we normally do. We'll give this about an hour. You're going to find a lot of typos, man, all right? A lot of typos, okay? I can't spell to save my life. There's no spell check in these things. But anybody that has actual feedback can drop it in Discord. There's a Toki test game option. I'm curious to see, one, how many people we can get on, and two, how fast it crashes. This is all being run from my computer right now while we're streaming, so hopefully my internet can handle it. I do have the capability of hosting the server on paid services in the future once it reaches something that's a little bit more finished. Hey, what's up, Edna and Mouse? Thank you for the raid, and welcome to the Raiders. Good to see you guys. Thank you for that raid. Idnaria, thank you for the 26 years. Muchos gracias. Oh, we got chatters. Hello. Yeah, so tonight, Idna and Mouse, I was just mentioning, we're trying out a MMO of my own devising. I've been working on this for the last 2 months or so while I'm doing my other... Chavalery, I love it. While I'm doing my other projects too, plus streaming. Yeah, all login information is currently gone. You have to make new accounts for anyone that's tested before. Big X, thank you for that, host my man. So yeah, for the first hour, we're going to be just testing out some server stability here. I'm going to zoom in over here. I'm hanging out in a different spot. I can see what everyone's doing. Holy shit, look at all of you guys. Oh, for anybody that can't move. I'm assuming it'll be some of you. Just log out, or shut the game down, shut it back up, or turn it back on. I won't go into too many of the technical details of why it is the way it is, but I think last night we figured out why it happens. Sometimes it happens while you're able to play, and you just have to do the same thing. Unfortunately, there's a socket loss. The game doesn't know that you've disconnected, so it keeps sending you information, but you're not listening. And I got to do some debugging to figure out why that's going to be the case. So Q and E will move the camera. Mouse wheel will scroll in and out, depending on how you want to play. Left click will move you, right click will attack. B opens your inventory, C opens your character sheet. Escape will also give you a rundown of the controls too. And just for Dirty Jester, since his mouse doesn't work, R and T will also zoom it up and down. Is this the WoW Classic you always play? And it is. Yeah, it is. There's not a ton to do at the moment. I've put a couple vendors in the game. There's a few different types of mobs, and there is, in fact, a large boss that has now been scaled up to the point where I doubt we'll kill it, but there is a reward for whoever can click the item first if we as a group do manage to kill it. It will probably require some levels. I would recommend buying a weapon first to anyone that can. There are potions. They are instant use. They should be kind of cheap. Oh, look at you all. Look at you all swarming around the town. It's beautiful. I love it. I, of course, know where things are, so I'm going to take my early advantage and get my XP lead so I can be server first level 50. We can't buy weapons. You need gold to buy weapons now. There are drops on enemies. I've got 2 of them. It's how you make money for the time being. This is by no means, by the way, indicative of how the game will play at the highest level. I'm going to die. I'm fucking dead. It's over. It's all ogre. Yeah, no, I have kind of more of like a RuneScape-y style vision for this game with a mix of EverQuest, maybe. There will be classes, jobs, if you will, that you can switch between. I want a lot of things. How we get this shit started? You just download it. It's Psycho, please. I know, I can't spell. Oh my god. The rat came out of nowhere. I know where they are. They can't spawn and fuck me over, not me. Oh, well, thank you, Ivy. Thank you very much. But I do intend on having a large number of jobs, some of which may be unlockable. Lots of content in terms of mid-level. I don't really want to focus on endgame. I don't like the concept of endgame anymore. I feel like it's very overplayed. Sometimes it's weird. Some words make sense, some don't. Cancel I always get wrong too. Weapon won't give weapon. I forget how much the rat tail sells for. But this is your starter farm. How many people do we have on? I can probably tell. 16 players in so far. I'm not able to right-click on NPCs. Are you talking here? Let's see. Let's see who Chavalieri's talking to. Let me guess, you're talking to the vendor? Ivy's talking... The barkeeper doesn't have squat. Who are you talking to? Did I move the... Don't tell me the vendors can't be clicked behind the desk. You should just be able to right-click to him. If I fuck that up, I can shut the server down real fast and move him closer. Yo, what's up, Addy? I moved him last minute out of the middle of the fucking courtyard, thinking it was a good idea. Is that guy not talkable too? Don't tell me that. I definitely tested this. Hold on. Alright. I gotta walk like everybody else. Just like everybody else, I gotta hoof it. Had no issues with the guy that sells the poop sock. I tested him, I didn't test the other ones. I hope they're not too far away. Maybe something weird went on. I decided to put in a little fix that makes it so you can talk to people and walk away and the inventory closes. I got a chest. No, you just right-click the chest. If you right-click the chest, you can get your loot from it. It's a pretty quick fix, though, to get the vendors working. I can send that without it needing to go to a new client. Anything on the server is pretty easy to change. Belligerent NPC? We'll see. I definitely am not good with names, so I'm not opposed to NPCs named after viewers. I thought about putting a couple other little, like, Easter eggs in, but mostly it's a stability test right now. I just want to see what we can do. I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing that if the game straight up didn't work. But in the future, I will not say straight out no. Rest or meditate? You can just be out of combat for a little bit. Is that vendor gone? There are potions you can buy, too, if you so wish. Hey, this one works. What are you talking about, Chavalieri? This one works just fine. Look at that. Right there. Is it not working for you? I can't attack or interact with vendors. Is it all vendors, or is it just this bozo? Is everybody having the same issue? I tried 3. You just right-click for combat, Washah. Still unzipping, extracting. Well, bad news. If we are indeed unable to buy weapons, that's going to make it tricky. That will make it very tricky for you guys anyway. Apparently, I can do it. Let me see if maybe I fucked something up with the vendor. Which one is it under? Game UI. Can't click the vendors either. All right, I have a feeling this last second code I added here probably fucked it up. Local player should be you. Target vendor transform. No tab index. I'm sorry. I know. And if you can't move again, make sure you just log in and log out real fast. There's only a couple vendors. I assume most people can see them. There's one here. There's a potion vendor over here. There's a couple armor vendors back this way. So nobody can click on vendors. So that's pretty fucked up. Hey, what's up, Tylendale? I don't see you in stream, but I see you in game. Avocado can click on the vendor. Is it only... Which one can Avocado click on? I'll try these guys. I didn't actually test these guys after I moved them. Yeah, he's working just fine. I think Rat Tail sells for 10 gold. Aw, Degnan made it. Yeah, all the vendors work for me. It makes me wonder if I fuck something up with the client. Do crash reports go to you automatically? No. Wait a minute. Hey, you got it. Can you keep up with 2 chats? No flipping way. I see no NPCs. Try shutting the game down and rebooting it, Big X. See if that helps. I don't think the UDP thing would screw with that. And for anybody that is unable to see themselves moving, just shut it down and reboot it. One of the sockets is having some issues staying connected. But uploading of the log, but I'll attach... Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't even know where it would upload to. That might have been a straight-up Unity crash. They might have been uploading to Unity. Man, I am so fucking bummed if these vendors... So, no, none of the vendors work for anybody, except for maybe Vayne. I don't know why they'd work for Vayne. Oh, get out of my swamp! With a couple poop socks. It works for me. It works now. Okay. Wonder why. Vendors aren't there after I logged in and out. Did you log out or did you shut the game down? Don't log out. Shut it down. Logging out for some reason, this is how we found that it was a UDP socket error. For some reason, it doesn't reestablish the connection. It only does it when you first connect to the server. Attacks work for a few seconds of logging in, but then the interaction stops. They take a while. There's a long cooldown on punching. I think. There should be. Your blue bar has to be full, if that's the problem. A few people mentioned. Also, it's right-click, not left-click, and one should do it. But I can't log in with my password. You just got fucking dunked on, Az. Are you sure it's the right password? Didn't save the wrong one? Logout is 100% broken. Bullshit. The few minutes of stare down. Oh, I bet that's, the rat was probably dead, but on yours, it wasn't showing dead. But if you can find it happening again, let me know. Do they aggro you if you run around them? Oh, Az is about to fucking die. Restart game, still no vendors. What the heck? I won't take your loot, I promise. Oh, you leveled up, you lucky bitch. Cleverly played. Yeah, so if you can't attack the rats, I'm curious if you can see them moving. They just look at me. Okay, yeah, give it a restart. So that's the same kind of... They're both UDP issues. They're actually attacking you on the server, though, as a warning, so you might die. Chavalery, some special treat... Well, Chavalery is a professor. She could treat herself. Attack and interact the same button? Yes. Also, is that road infinite? No. No, the road's not infinite. I don't actually want to show you how big it is. It's rather large. I will warn you of that. Across the bridge, it's much larger. There's not much over there yet, though. I would say that this map is probably bigger than any of the WoW zones. I wanted to test a zone-sized map in terms of what could be loaded into the collision detection tree. Saved my info. It does. It sure does. I wonder why the vendor load isn't working, though. Program can't start because Unity Player DL is missing from your computer. Do you have it next to the file? $45 TCP. Did you get an error like that? Yeah, I'm pretty proud. You know, APOC, even if it falls apart and even if people have serious issues with it, I'm pretty happy that I was able to get this going from scratch. Like, I modeled the character myself. I painted most of the walls, not so much. Some of the objects, not so much. Some of the objects I did paint. But from the code end of it, I've written it all essentially from scratch. Yeah, vendors definitely work for me. I think because I am the server, though, there's, like, no latency. So if there's any sort of weird latency issues, it wouldn't appear for me. All the files, Vortex, all of them. Oh, well, thank you, Asha. Yeah, I guess if you want to see armors, I did leave a debug in, since I don't know. If you can't buy weapons, it's going to be tough to make money for armors, but... only on your side, you can press 1, 2, 3, 4 to get randoms for all the armor textures I've put in. Actually, 5, maybe, as well. Is chest on there? There should be a chest in there somewhere. There it is. I don't think I can see other players other than you. What the hell? Is there anything outside of the town? Yeah, there's a few things. Where's the URL? Oh, let me see if I still have it. Yeah, it's still in my copy. There's, it's on the Discord, too, for whatever reason it doesn't work here. So, as you cannot see anybody other than me. Lead us to the rats. You know damn well where the rats are. 3 new characters and 5 restarts, but I can see the vendors now. I'm assuming there's some sort of issue with the TCP sockets then. I think, once this test is done, I'm gonna... rework. No, chat's global. Actually, right now, all of the mob spawns are global, too. I didn't bother abstracting that because stuff isn't even spawning for some people that are right there. Can even see me. I was on your screen, but on stream, I wasn't. Whoa. All right, here, check this out. I can find you. You're Meow, right? Okay, well, it might be a little tougher. There's some dumb. Dirty Jester. No, there's actually an Az, so someone else is Mia. Are you standing right here, Az? Oh, I assure you there's plenty of viruses in there. It's got the scurvy. Uh-oh, so global chat hasn't been working for me for some time. Oh, dear. Yeah, those are all TCP calls, too, which is all your interactions. So if you can't open the vendors, your TCP socket might be closed. If you can still move around the UDPs open, I wonder why the fuck they're shutting down. Had to relog and make a new character. Interesting. Making a new character really shouldn't do it. I might not be getting everybody either, though. I can see there's 18 people connected at least. How many are in chat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 are connected to my client. I heard some things, too, about sockets behind... I don't know much about the network layer of things, but apparently UDP and TCP can have some issues. Are you not going to take that chest? I will steal that rat tail so fucking fast. I logged out and my character is gone. What? I exit my password's wrong again. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like some people are at least able to play. Fucking you hacked over here. Logging out does that? Really? It shouldn't. I can't see the character after... Oh. If you can't see the character after you log out, that's because your socket's closed. So, yeah, that also... You need to shut the game down entirely. I don't know why they're dropping. Definitely seems to be happening more with more than 5 people. I wonder... if there's some sort of technical limitation on the sockets, either whether behind my router or something like that for hosting the game. Acts like you have no character. Yeah, I promise it'll be there when you come back in. I promise it. Yeah, it just logs you out, but you're not getting the call from the server to give you the update that you have characters. Like, it sends them over in the packet, but you're never receiving it. I've never played. Just hit enter. Enter. Enter, like that. And hopefully it sends. There's my guy, found him. Hit the close and reopen. Yeah, that seems like a problem. I wonder if there's a limited number of sockets, and like, the more people that play... Hey, you made it, Big X. The more people that play, the more it, like, kicks people off. It shouldn't. Index out of range. That one shouldn't be actually, I got rid of a lot of those. Looks like a blast. Maybe one day it'll be a blast. I gotta become the rat-killing champion of the world. Although I may have underestimated just how cruddy you are if you don't have any gear. Oh no. Oh no, hold. Hold! No! And all I farmed up was one rat tail. I can't even buy a hand axe yet. Can see the vendors now? Okay. I just don't know why that would be so. Do I need to create an account? Yes. It doesn't have to have any specific parameter. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. You can have it be one letter if you want for now, so you don't waste time making something clever. All account stuff will be deleted between tests, so don't get too attached. Windows has some socket limitations on consumer editions. You think that's what it might be? I was looking into a few things once I found out that the socket was closing. I switched it over to TCP for movement as well, and TCP was closing. And it makes me wonder if maybe that is an issue. Still have characters. It makes me think, like, anytime somebody logs out, that or logs in, it kicks somebody else off of the TCP socket. A limit of 10. Oh, that's really interesting. My money's on server capacity. Well, the server itself is running fine. We can actually take a look here. So it's using 43 megabytes right now. With just me, it's usually like 32 or 33. So very little. You can see my processor's not doing too much either. I can't see others move, but I can't. Yeah, that's the socket drop thing. I wonder. It's a dead rat chasing someone. What's a middle box? Yeah, that type of stuff I don't know squat about. I wonder if there's like I've thought about uploading it somewhere, you know, to a paid server or something like that. Oh, he gonna reset. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Ark. It's something different to do. Server's dead in Rat Zone. Yeah, that's Jester. He likes to do troll shit. He left himself logged out at a boss the other day and fucked it over for everybody. It was very annoying. Thank you, Jester. Like a dust. I don't know what that is, Mysterious. Is it good? It's only alphabetical, but I only have alphabetical. I only have. Is there space? Number? Question mark? Maybe it's broke? Since Blackthorn, go fuck yourself. Where the rat's at? I can see if I can guide you. Hold on, let me navigate myself to safety. Having an intense rat stare off. You will die, by the way. If a rat aggroes you while you're not receiving data from them, it will still kill you on the server. Alright, let's see where Big X is. Dork-O-Rama. Ivysaur. Is that King Big X? Alright, Big X, do a 180 if that's you, and head down that way. You see where I'm facing you? Hopefully you're actually connected. I don't know if it's working. Oh, he's moving. Yeah. So once it dies on you, you just have to shut her down and start it back up. It's a socket drop. We are indeed at 20 players right now. How many of them are actually able to play? I don't know. You don't have to make a new account. Just close the game down and start it back. Oh, well, I guess you, yeah. The key given. I think this is a generic pop-up. Hit. Okay, somebody tried to hit something that was dead. Oh, free loot. Key found. I wouldn't worry about that too much. I suspect a lot of those are debug things that I put in. Usually what that means is something tried to happen to an NPC that you don't have, and it's protecting you from it making a null call. But if things stop moving, then you just gotta log out. Chavalier's about to get the ratatouille. Can't talk to the ones I do see. Oh no! Oh, yeah, Lyra's probably stuck. Chavalier's about to get stuck back to the graveyard. Keep tanking him for me, Lyra, until I kill this one. Rat tails, where we at? Curious if anybody's managed to get a weapon yet. Do I go left or right? Oh yeah, I was supposed to be helping Big X. Alright. Hold on a second, Big X. Let's see. Which one's Big X? King Big X. You go to your left. 90 degrees to your left. I logged in dead. Again, it's not, when your socket drops, you're not getting any data, so weird shit's gonna happen like that. Relog deleted vendors that I wanted to talk to. Are you logging out or are you shutting it down? I found slimes. Oh, we have an adventurer afoot. Yeah, I wonder if it's, shut it down completely? It's still not helping. Exited game, damn. I logged those so I can peek at my other game. Oh, no worries, man. Hacksman got a weapon. Why is that not a surprise? Haven't found anything interactable yet. Well, the fact that you're typing means the TCP's working. Let's see where Tylenol's at. Actually, am I supposed to be helping Big X? To the left now, Big X? Is that you? I mean, you can run off that way, too. But, yeah, you want to go to the big building around back. Oh, we got an error. Server's down. Somebody fucking put armor in the wrong slot. Server's down. Call the wipe. Call the wipe. Alright, well that means there's a fresh chance for people to get in. Try and connect fast. Getting real fast. It's reset, boys. Who will be the ones to be able to interact with the vendors? Az trying to take my rat. It was so close. Oh my god. Fucking loot ninja. Can kill mobs? Yeah, as long as that socket's connected, you're good. You shouldn't be able to move if your UDP goes down. If your TCP goes down, everything else doesn't work. I can't afford... Oh, it's a hard life. Your health will go up over time, Sandro, unless you're bugged out. Oh, somebody not taking that loot. Don't mind if I do. It only lasted for about 10 seconds. I can't attack anymore again now. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Again, I have a feeling maybe Josh was right. Maybe it's something with Windows. Maybe you need... I need to find somebody that knows more about networking. If I heard something about a program called Wireshark that can let you see packets that are getting dropped, or I don't know exactly. I don't know shit about that. Can see damage numbers through the walls. That makes sense. I should probably call that sometime. Oh, I'll get you hacked. Someone bought the big boy sword. Kill it fast! Oh. The people, they will flee from the rats. How are you going to make the special effect on skills or spells? What do you mean? Found some kind of hovering... We got another explorer. So we found bats and we found slimes outside of the rats. Just collects all the traffic your computer can see and lets you inspect it. Okay, that's interesting. Do you think it would be a good idea for me to give it to somebody that has problems and they would be able to see a disconnect? It leans on knowledge. That's going to be a problem for me then. My global's dead again. I can see you typing, Avocado. But I guess... So what's interesting about this, Josh, since you seem to have some knowledge here, your TCP calls still go out, and your UDP calls still go out. You just don't receive anymore. Maybe that even leads further to it making sense that it would be something with Windows limiting how many I could have open. Can you the boxes I drop? Probably. Why, can you not? Could be antivirus, I don't know. In some situations, looking at captures at both ends can be helpful. I can't loot. Oh, baby. Is that yours? I mean, there's plenty of people in here who look like they'll take the loot. This is the rat pack. I was hit with the Windows firewall prompt and did allow access. What I was thinking, Zandru, is that maybe because, okay, so I don't know how many of you guys this was true for, but for our testing the other night, the first login that anyone has always gave them issues. They couldn't move and they had to reset. Might be able to buy a weapon. Just capturing at the server side is easier and gives you a full picture. All right, I'll start looking into that. Because this is really the biggest... There's a few other problems. Like we got that server crash for item swaps. I know actually how to recreate one of those. But the biggest issue I'm running into right now is just this socket drop crap. And it causes a lot of issues, as you guys can see. It seems very minimal when we've got like 5 people as well, because that's what we normally have tested with. If you don't put the check mark next to public and you're somehow set to that, you'd certainly have issues. But you think anybody would be able to even connect in the first place then? I turned off my antivirus and now I get animations. What the fuck? You weren't getting animations at all before? Did you shut the game down though? Because anytime you shut the game down, that'll do it. How far can I run? Does it go forever? No. Scary thought for you too, Vortex. The final version of the game... Oh, I want a sword. I don't know if I want a sword. The final version of the game is going to move much slower. You're going to walk much slower. But I'm going to bring everything close together. Like, you can see how big the world is from here. And where there's actually things. I've got about a third of the world semi-populated. But there's still large expanses of empty space, or just trees, that I'd like to have a little bit more done with. Yo, Enzo, welcome to you. Is it coming back in 5 days? That's correct. In 30 minutes, it'll be 4 days. Yeah, so I balanced the weapons you hacked so that they're in 2 tiers. They do the same amount of DPS. I know you can't see the damage on them, but the Iron Sword's like 3 speed. The Rusty Great is like 6 speed. From memory, the damage is just straight up doubled. So it's half the speed, double the damage. It's generally... They all follow the same DPS formula based on gold. I shut the game down twice, first with antivirus and then with the antivirus off. Now I can talk to vendors. Interesting. How do I look at my I mean, I use Unity all the time. I'd be shocked. Unless there's like a specific socket I have to have open. For socket? I don't know the specific word I'd be looking for. Alright, well, let's do some random Googling. Yeah, I actually coded that in as, yeah, Australian IPs can't loot. C# firewall blocks socket. Alright, fuckboy, get down to the answer. State, maybe you need to drop down to command prompt, find out what ports are really open. Things to consider, I suppose, for the future. Thank you, Big X. I appreciate it. I wonder if there's people at the slimes. Maybe I should run over there. Slimes are certain death. I'm going to head over there. They've got potential for good drops. Use port forwarding, not triggers. My ports are forward. We're good to go there. Yep. Another thing that makes it a little tricky for testing, too. A Jester told me about this, but, oh, we got an error. Another key not found. Somebody's got looting something or killing something that I didn't receive. Oh, fuck, what was I gonna say? I lost it. It's gone. It's fucking gone. Oh, well. Gone for now, gone forever. Oh, based on weapon balance. Later on, we're going to have jobs, kind of like a Final Fantasy game, and certain jobs will be able to use certain weapons, certain skills will require certain weapons. So right now, it's just point, click, simulate, but there will be a bit of a skill queue that comes in later on, and the skill queue will, you know, potentially have, like, one idea we had was, let's say you're using a big-ass slow hammer. Well, it really sucks if you get parried after a 7-second attack cooldown, versus, like, if you get parried with a short one-hander cooldown. So maybe one skill is a 2-second attack speed skill that opens up your next attack to be a guaranteed hit or something like that. So you could alternate between the two, and it would eat up 9 seconds, but it would be compensated for by the two-handed weapons, the big slow two-handed weapons damage. Hey, what's up, Hobo? Potatoes in their truest form? Hey, those aren't potatoes. They're sweet potatoes. Yeah, you can either scroll to move the camera, or you can use R and T. Not really set on this final angle. Like I said, I like the RuneScape top-down style. But one, you move too fast for that to work well here. And two, everything's too spread out. Big stare down with the rat again. Hey, your socket's dead. Right-click and it'll interact with things, Dignan. If it's not working, then shut the game down, boot it back up. That's the socket error we're talking about. Which I'm believing more and more could be a Windows thing now, like on my end. Because you guys have no issue with it, right? Are the red messages local to me? Yes. Yes, those are custom debug messages I have in the log. Sometimes I've missed them. I'm assuming you're getting key not found, given key not present in the dictionary. Which, for me, the one that I got was when something died, but somebody was still in the midst of animating. So it tried to play an animation over them, but they were already cleaned up. Well, 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 look at the big spenders over here at the Slimes. Who's that? Is that a name that I can recognize? Holy fuck. Don't kill me, bro. Like I can see people from 10,000 miles away. Oh, one day that will not be the case. But for now, y'all can see everything. Can you give me a key? You gotta buy keys for your loot boxes, $2.99. Hey, what's up, Nacho? Found the edge of the world, my boy. Okay, no loot. Let's get out of combat. All right, who's Blue? Blue, what's your character name? Let's see. Duke, Josh, Turd Chan's on. Wait, Blue Whiskers, are you Turd Chan? Did you name swap? Oh, you musta. Look at that. You're on the shallow end of the world. All that work. Oh, God. K-Bob, you're living dangerous right now. You're living too dangerous. Stalled mid-combat. Again, I think that's probably that TCP crap. Generally, you don't lock combat states, unless you just have a slow attack, but fists go pretty fast. I still can't see global. Damn. Well, Lyra, maybe you just weren't meant to see people talk. Maybe they have you on the ignore list. It'll see the development console stuff only when something goes wrong. Yeah, it's in developer mode right now. I figured maybe it would give me some useful information, but generally it doesn't. That slime's still alive. Not on my screen, baby. Dignan, I'm so glad you're able to come over here. I put these slimes in just for you. I know how much you love your Dragon Quest slimes. There's a short window to do anything outside of moving. For attacks? I mean, you can attack, you can send an attack, you can move right away. Yeah, so they do leash. All mobs, I think, right now have like a, I don't know, 20-yard leash. And unfortunately, for anybody fighting it, the HP will reset. There's no secondary threat yet. Hey, what's up, Gray? Intense hammer fisting. Hey, thank you very much, brother. I gotta get my, my boss for my day job has a mocap suit, and when he's out filming some mocap, he, will do some animations for me from time to time. Generally, I'm testing with weapons, but we cleared all weapons. You gotta punch things till you buy one. No, rats have spoilers, 50% chance to drop loot. I think the slimes should be 50%. There are some rare drops that are like sub 1%, and you can get both of them. There are 2 boss mobs in the world. I didn't know how far we'd get with this test tonight, with so many issues with crashing, or not crashing, but socket drops. Oh, for some reason, my health's not going up now. Did it happen to me? Was it me? Unless I'm in combat with something. Okay, yeah, it was just being me. So even I am susceptible to the TCP packet drop. Yeah, Lyra, you're getting the bad end of it. I wonder if, because you and Vane live together, right? I wonder if because he's playing, if you guys have like a shared network router IP and it's having issues distinguishing. See if that works. That would be a fun test. See if Vane's not online, if you can see things. Like you'll have to reboot. Bat's just staring at me. Yeah, it'll kill you. I'd log out. I'd shut down, shut back up. Haven't gotten to attack a thing. Damn. Installed on a stone slab in the forest, and I can't move after a restart. Let's see where we're at, Sandro. I see the goose. There's Sandro. Oh, you're dead. That's why. Whap, 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 wow. Yeah, it looks like a spider must have killed you. That sucks. Fucking Xandro almost found a boss, though. I don't know if he got to see it or not. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, because if you're not getting the data, then the enemies don't update, and they may not have even loaded on your screen, but the server is monitoring everything, so it's still sending out and updating. Like, everything's server-side. But I don't have it. What did it say? Toki, how do you get the XP bar? But I don't have it. I don't understand. Is it not on your UI? There we go. Finally some goo. Well, I can't see the slimes or spiders when I was there. Oh, no! Didn't even know there were spiders. Yeah, man, unfortunately, it seems like you just have to shut her down. Oh, who died here? I hope this wasn't another TCP socket drop death. Dignan! He died the way he lived, loving slimes. All right, again, anytime something just stops, I know it's such a pain in the ass, but if you just shut it down, it should work. I just saw my regen stop. Oh, we got an error. Server's down. Somebody bought a weapon. All right, who just bought a weapon? Who crashed the server for us? I'm curious what you did. I'm curious if it's Abs knowing what he's doing. There's a trick you can do that that fucks with it. I did. Okay, what happened with Shop? Walk us through it. Walk us through what happened. How do you heal? Just being out of combat will do it, Dignan. I think you're dead in the water, man. I saw your corpse there last time. I just bought a large sword and tried to put it in a slot. You know what slot it was? I mean, none of this should do anything. Slot 0 or 2. I really should have put some images on here. These guys should be your main hand and offhand. Alright, now Dignan, you're alive again somehow. What the fuck? It's equipped. Man. So, in this game, when somebody equips a weapon, so much power radiates out that it crashes the server. Okay, I am regenning now, too. The ultimate destroyer of worlds. Usually it's not a problem. The slimes are gone. Yeah, it's not sending out. Are you able to see chat, Dignam? We can see you type in. I'm assuming your TCP dropped. I should have left the... There's a debug panel I have that I turned off because I thought we got to the bottom of it. But it shows when your TCP or UDP is lagged out. Equip 2 OP. Like that. Wow, I literally screenshotted my Dwarf Warrior.
It's the
Yo, great. Thank you for the follow, brother. Much appreciated. I'm curious. I want to see what happens if I equip it. If it'll lag out, that slime's definitely... No, he's a trap. We're not fucking with him. He's full. The server just hasn't updated his HP. I know it. What about me? Let's see what happens when I get hit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it's all over. Hey, what's up, Ono? The rat ignored my swings. You just got dunked on. Oh, you act, don't you dare. Oh, thank you. So it's a max looting range? Probably. There's a ton of little things like that that I need to do. Like, what I've noticed in getting through this project so far, there's a lot of things that seem like they're small fixes, right? And they are, but you fix one thing, and then 20 new things open up. Like, there's so... Now, like, we didn't have vendors in the game, so I would just loot people weapons manually, and I was like, fuck, it should be easy enough just to add a vendor. But then you add a vendor, and it needs a UI, you need currency, which means you need vendorable items, so you need to be able to buy and sell. You need icons for it. Someone just fucking disappeared right in front of me. It needs its own, like, loot type to enter your inventory. It needs checking. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just saw Az die. My God, he died right before my eyes. Poor Az. I couldn't move. Yeah, I bet. You probably just fucking... Wait, hold on. No, that was not... Never mind. I was going to suggest that Vane watched you die intentionally. I can't move. I can't loot. Can't see the slimes now. Yeah, man, that sucks. I gotta figure out what's causing these to drop. Again, I think it's gotta be some sort of socket size limitation. Where's the slime zone? If you see the bridge, you have to keep running past the bridge. So, if you follow the river, not towards the mountain, I guess is probably the best way I could describe it. So there's the mountain, there's the river, and the slimes are down here. Can't see the slimes or anyone else, chat. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. Can Jester loot it all? That would be up to him. Let's see. Maybe there's like a setting or something I have to turn on. Windows server keeps closing sockets. Why the TCP server socket is closed unexpectedly. Let's get a quick little death warp back in here. I'm in a forest that's empty. There should be something in both of the forests, but there's not that much. Like, we know that... I'm assuming your socket on your end is probably open. I think the server for your socket is no longer sending, though. I don't know what I can do to fix that. Or even how to begin debugging it. This is definitely outside of my normal breadth. How big's the world? The one direction across, it's like a 10-minute run. The other, it's like a 20-minute run. So I'm seeing someone run around as Vane's old character name. What? Maybe it's Vane. Oh, Glory of Hercules turned into Big X. Well, I guess if your so when your socket closed down, you can kind of like take over somebody's player spot, I think, because it shouldn't be closed, so it views that when it's open. Could benefit from a map, and it will one day. It will one day. Like I said, it's always hard for me to do tests because There's like a million features that you want, but really the purpose right now is to test just for connectivity, which obviously has some issues. I wonder if there's a way that I could, like, ping the server every 10 seconds and be like, hey, are you alive? Open back up. Procman and Wireshark. Sometimes to figure out system jazz, you have to trace system cause. Okay, yeah, I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to look into some of those. You better not steal my loot, Big X. That's my rat tail. It's mine, my precious. And what exactly does Procman do? Hey, what's up, mage? The Vampire Slayer quest, you know it, my dude. Animals until now. I think I can take 4 spiders naked. No way. I doubt you can even take 1 spider without gear. I thought you'd have built the server on Amazon host? No, the server's literally on my computer. I could buy an Amazon. I don't know. They sell like services for hosting, right? I could do that. I could try hosting it there. I'm not sure if that'll help. Having internet issues? Oh no, on your end? Clunky bit of work. Is that an Amazon server feature? My PC server that might be more convenient. Probably. I mean, I can't imagine that there wouldn't be something. Like Amazon hasn't dominated the market forever, you know? Somebody's probably done this before. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna stop there. There's a limit of 20 connections on Windows 10 non-sim. Aha! And even that, there might be 2 sockets per person, right? I don't know if that's how that goes. Is there a way to increase it? It's a Windows utility, okay. Totally fucking smoked by the rat. I want my new weapon, damn it. $20 concurrent. As a part of Windows EUA version as publishing KB, the maximum devices connected is 20. Huh, I wonder if there's another way I should do this. Yeah, Dignan, you must not be part of the Elite 20. 20 simultaneous file share connections. So you think like 20 programs open even? That begs the question. I can see right now we have 17 people on the server right now. I think so, probably, Turd. On incoming TCP. Which makes sense then. Okay. Workgroup members accessing a shared network drive. Okay. Which would still kind of be the same thing, right? Because that's kind of what we're doing here. You guys just, like, across the world coming into it. Yes, I actually just figured that out too, Dignan. We saw him the other day. Taking a breather. I understand, Goose, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys all for coming through and dealing with the frustrations of having things not work, by the way. Like I said, I didn't know how this would go. We've tested it with about 5 people, and the UDP sockets generally drop, but the TCP never have. When we would switch to the UDP sockets 2C TCP, it seemed like it was flooding it. So there might also be like a data limit per socket or something too. Hey, you got it, Goose. Used to beta test and stuff. This is like super early. Like I wouldn't even call this alpha. This is my spare time for the last 2 months or so. Just trying to learn to do this from scratch. There's no rats anymore. You have been disconnected. Thoughts and prayers. Man, after last night's test, I balanced things. We had about 5 people, and we were able to smoke one of the bosses. And I was like, all right, surely with like 20 of us, it won't be a problem. I wonder if that really could be it. So are there limitations on the Amazon servers? Where's the boss? There's 2 of them. Let me see if I can buy a weapon, and then I'll go die to one. I want the mall. Omelette du fromage. All right. I'm gonna buy a mall, and then go suicide into a boss. And then we can get to some Fire Room. That should be another 10 minutes or so. I believe something is wrong since I don't have key UI or looting. Just so the way an online game works as, like this anyway, is everything that happens on your game is something the server tells to have happen. So attack is called, that comes from the server. Movement comes from the server. Loot box dropping on the ground comes from the server. It spawns and handles literally everything. That way, I mean, you don't have to do it that way, but that's how you prevent cheating. So basically, you kind of act like a UI, and you just send UI data to the server. So if you lose your socket, you're boned. And there's movement. So player movement's one socket, and everything else is the other, essentially. That's exactly it as correct. The client doesn't notice when it can't open a socket at all. Right, because you'd think for TCP it would notice, because TCP is a guaranteed protocol, right? But I figured UDP is messy. But here's what's funny about it too, Josh. You still send. Like, if you're not able to move and you click, you don't see yourself move, but everybody else will see you move. In the same way that Lyra doesn't see chat, but we could see her chat. So that's why I think it's got to be either your listener or the server's right. What's a socket? It's essentially like a little tunnel that packets go through. It's like you plug in and connect. Looking forward to when this is the next WoW. There you go. No, the goal would never be to be the next WoW. What I'm interested in is making something that's a little bit slower. That has more mystery and exploration. And less focus on... I mean, there's always the interest in min-maxing characters, but less focus on, like, DPS parses on raid bosses, because that's gotten bored to me. Is there a gold seller? 10% coupon! Damn, I missed the game test. You can get in for a couple minutes if you want, Potato. Hold on, let me attack this guy before you link it. I'd say we'll do like 10 more minutes or so. I almost have enough for an Iron Maul. And then anybody who's connected can ride out with me, and we can either take on the giant spider or the giant bat. Whoever's interested in that. It will be a slaughter one way or another. I think I've got the HP bug. Which is interesting, because I can still... Nope. Okay, it just takes 10 seconds once you're out of combat to start. Oh, that's alright, Dignan. That was the point of the test, was to push it and see how many people we could get on. Did I get this far from the slimes? I can find you. We can see just how far you are. Oh god, can I even see you? Oh, you're just adventure now, okay. Okay, you're back. I think you're back to the slime. A random gray cube. You can ignore that. That's for testing purposes. So the world's gotten so large that it's obnoxious for me to go from one side to the other by panning the camera, so I put a couple objects that I can just zoom to around. Do it all night. Oh, I assure you by that point, people will be irritated. But, that in mind, maybe like once a month we can do this for an hour or so. Once it reaches a certain point, I will have a persistent server for it as well, and I'll just leave it up. Right now, too many things change. Like, anytime I want to do something data-wise on the server, I have to shut it down to update it. It's a long walk, as it should be. Ah, you found my technique out, Goose. Can't see lay. It's fancy when it's like that. How many bat wings to go to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Back at town, any of the vendors, if you can get them to load. The first one's 100 gold. I think bat wings are 20. I have to look. Gotta wait for the database to load up. Oh my god, is he chasing me? Fade! Save me! I don't want to die. Let's see here. I think it's 20 gold per bat wing. I gotta check. Alright, so slime drops are... Oh shit, am I in the right area? Yes. Value 15 for the slime drop. Rat tails are 10 gold. Spider legs are 25 gold. Bat wings are 30 apiece, dude. That's the money fruit. I think I made them expensive because it's a long run. If you plan to host a server online ever, it might be worth moving towards that sooner rather than later because it might skip a lot of networking headworks. Can I, so if I were to have Windows 10, you get like a Windows server, right? Because I have a second computer. It's set up in my room right now. I've got it set up so that I can virtual desktop into it. Don't need to monitor anything. Would that also bypass the limitation? Assuming that's what's even the problem. Like, we've had this happen without that many people connected before. So I also kind of think that the socket might just need to reconnect itself from time to time or something, too. Moving in a direction with having... Yeah, if you just click once on the ground anywhere. So I'd recommend going down, like Goose said, to the horizon. I think there's like a 200 distance limit on the click. Beep, beep. Got 6 of them, so you can get the T1 weapons with 6. I think 15 would net you the T2. No, they're not Wisha. That's just a tooltip test that I haven't updated yet. The more gold... So the gold levels are DPS, to put it lightly. I think it's like 1.5 flat DPS or something like that. Maybe 1 DPS for T1, 2 DPS for T2, 3.5 for T3. And then strength turns into attack power, which you get through level ups, which go into the attack damage formula. When you have it equipped, it should all update on your page here, too. Time to see if it crashes. Brace for impact, guys. Hey! So, fucking equipping anything crashes it. That's insane. I know I should put in some safety things here so that can't happen in case somebody ever feeds out bad data. But that's crazy. And it's never happened. Like, we play this all the time with 5 people, and one person equipping something does not break stuff. Some of them dig. Like, I made the player myself. Jester made all the weapons. I've textured most things, even if they're simple, like with the rats. I quit my sword. What? I wonder if it has to do with the TCP thing, then. If, No, it shouldn't. Very odd. Very, very odd. Toki is a vendor now. Oh, there is a Toki in the guild hall. That's correct. He has an item for you if you like. Here, I'll find out. About to get a weapon. Yeah, let's see what happens. Just call it out before you put him on. I'm gonna die for a second and go buy mine too. The poop sock. Hey, what's up, Spiffy? Yeah, probably another 10 from now or so. It's broke. I can't afford 0. Do you have 0 and you can't afford 0? I wonder if I put... There should be an equal to. I definitely bought one. I know I did. Oh, definitely, Josh. And like I said before, I've never networked anything up until the last game I worked on. And the last game I worked on used like a... It was like kind of a pre-built thing. Like I handled a lot of the TCP calls and UDP calls, but I didn't actually write like a server. Or host a server of my own. Got my chalupas. Damn, that sounds tasty. All right, Tyler, don't toss it on. I see Duke got his sword on. He's good to go. That's it's got a fancy emphasis. Cancile. 5 days. incorrect because it's officially Vortex Midnight Vortex. Oh shit, I got too much crap on my desk. It is now, on the East Coast, 4 days. It's, that sucks. Goo's valuable, too. Alright, here we go. Here we go, T2 weapon. Do I want the axe? Or I'm going to take the maul. I think I want the maul. That's the big boy weapon. Here we go. I'm going to try and equip it in different slots, too. No crash on my end. So it must be like a lag thing. And there you have it. The fancy iron maul. That's a nice looking sword you got there, Ty. Very nice. Only thing better is a two-handed axe. I wish we would be able to kill the boss. Yeah, there's no two-handed axe on this. The one boss drops a named two-handed axe that if we were to get and kill, somebody would one-shot everything on the server with. All right, Tylendale, come with me. Anybody in town, rally by me. We're going to make for one last run out. I'll give you guys just a minute. We're going to wait at the gate up here by the rats. I just bought like 20 poop socks. Well, you're set for the apocalypse now. Dragged it out of the inventory. Cancel, confirm. Clicked cancel. Still gone. Try relogging, Josh. Even just a regular logout should help. I think it's possible it doesn't reset. I'll death warp. Death warp. So I'm curious what you guys think. So for a game that takes a long time to gather resources in and travel back with, death warping is a problem, right? Because you can run to the spot where you're going to gather your shit at, farm it, and then cut your travel time in half by just dying to come back. So I don't know what a good penalty is for that. XP loss is one thing. Dropping your bag of items on the ground, like maybe anything not equipped, seems reasonable. But then the problem is if you die, and then die again, your shit despawns. Shit stays on your corpse, EQ style. But what about like big boy items? You would turn into a ghost and still have to run back. The run back's an idea too. I don't like the run back though, because let's say you're trying to get through a bunch of hard hitting enemies that while you're running back... Oh my god, Spiffy with the hundo! Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Spiff. I appreciate that, man. You can corpse run through packs of mobs to get across them then. I'm kind of a stickler for not being able to skip mobs. What about tobacco? Maybe one day. Do we have any other stragglers making their way here before we ride out for glory? Alright, let's head out. Here we go. I don't know if we want to try the bat or the spider. The bat's easier. We can pick up items to be safe. Right. Is there durability? Not yet. I know durability loss of an item is a thing. So that was a thought too. But then, like, what if you want to get naked and go mine, you know? Like, you could just warp back with all your stuff. Unless for some reason, I don't know. The other thought is you go to the closest graveyard and you make sure the graveyards are close to where, you know, so you couldn't abuse that, but then you can get stuck. Kind of angel holding you can contact and get items back for a fee. That's an interesting idea. So you could buy your way back in. Make sure we're not losing anybody here yet. Are there quests? No, this is literally just a server test. We're gonna run up here and we're gonna die just like in Helm's Deep, and then we'll jump into some Fire Emblem. RuneScape does that these days. It might be a nice compromise. I'd hate, because I want to be crafting heavy, but if you spend a lot of time making something fancy, and then you lose it forever, that really blows. Item flagged is unsafe. See, that's an idea too, that equipment wouldn't drop, but that, like, all your ore would. I'm gonna wait for everybody to get here. Or I want to be careful up here. Somebody's fighting spiders. It's probably you hacked. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's you hacked. Yes, absolutely, Turd Chan. I want to have a job system. 100% on job system. Here we go. Into the spider's den. Light these fools up. Oh my god, the boy's rolling out. Oh, the slaughter. Surely we cannot fail here. Our numbers are too great. We are too powerful. Oh, here we go. It's over. I'm gonna get my potions ready. If someone dies, it will reset and go back to full. So let's make sure we mess this thing up real quick. I can't see my health. Oh god, what's my health? I don't want to die. We're gonna need some well-timed potions. More dots. More dots. More DPS. I think we got him. He doesn't hit that hard. He just has a lot of HP. And what will the loot be? Guess I'll just die. Yeah, I haven't animated or rigged anything yet. Oh my god, where's the loot? Is the loot in his model? Did somebody get it already? Who got it? Did somebody get it? Oh, Wishar got it, dude! He got aquatic ambience! Can you equip it without crashing? Oh, for fuck's sake, hit it, Wishar! Kill it! Kill it for us with the sword! You must slay him with aquatic ambience! Oh. Whoever has it... There, I saw 105. Someone's hitting real hard. Oh my god. Whoever's tanking, though... if the person tanking dies, its HP will reset. Oh, where's he going? Did he reset? No! He was dead! He was dead! How will you make the beat background music? I know nothing about music. I wish I had aquatic ambience. I don't know if I can play that or not. Oh, was Professor Chavalieri tanking? Darn it. Oh, that's a level up. We get a shitload of XP for this, too. He's gonna be back in a second, guys. Did somebody else get one? Oh, there you go, Mage Maroon. I want Pirate Sea Shanty. Where the heck is he? Is he not responding? He should... Oh, there he is. Get in there and tank him. For Cosmodon! Oh, Spiffy taking advantage of a moment's reprieve. As our aquatic ambiences go up, our DPS should increase greatly, and we get everybody one. Dude, I can't even see the chest when it drops. Oh, I saw it for a second. Somebody else got it. That's right, it's the X. So Duke has one and Mia has one. Looks like Hack's got one. Just fell like Owen Hart. Shazam! Oh yeah, look at him fall. Webby is the harder of the two bosses. We could go kill the other one for fun, too. I'm guessing you guys are, like, zoomed in looking for it right away. If only we could drop... Oh, there it is. Y'all just left it there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. You can vendor them. I don't know if anybody actually bought any gear. I'm glad no one did, though. It's only cosmetic right now. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to live. Now he's just trying to die. It's like a D2 boss drop strategy, right? Who got the next one? I see Professor Chavalieri has returned. I'm guessing most of you guys haven't had problems now that we've lowered our connection count. I'm not sure how many are actually online, but maybe that 20 was it. Let me get a count on who I can see at least. Has anyone been having problems in the past few minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the local player, which is me. Why does the aquatic ambient... Oh, no. Our weapons hit hard. There's actual gear that you can put on, like, I'm sorry, armors. And I have the armor formula picked out and set up, but I was looking at my item swap formula, and I don't like it. As you can see, it's caused some errors. I wanted to set up the system so, like, let's say you have a, like, some games have, like a hooded robe, right? And it takes up shoulders, head, chest, and, I don't know, gloves or something. So when you put that on, it swaps all those, but also when you put something in any of those slots, it switches it back. With Conan 8 official. Looks a little like Conan. What part of it? I've never played the Exiles. Does everybody have an axe yet? I want to make sure everybody gets one. Everybody but Chav. The next volley of blows going through. Webby ain't shit. Does anybody know why it's called Webby and why it drops aquatic ambience? Well, Vortex doesn't have one either yet. I guarantee Xandro and the Goose would know. Oh, fuck. It was Webby's Woods. Is Skinner? Ah, god damn it. I fucked up my references. I think that's one for everybody. Is Vortex the last to get it? I want to play this game. We are shutting down shortly. We're going to kill a spider. You can log in real quick. I can toss you the client. It seems like, from what I can tell... Vortex, you want to grab that loot, man? I don't even see the boss. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he might be number 11. I think Josh and Xandro both mentioned Windows has a limit. One of you guys mentioned 20. 20 seems like 2 sockets open per person to my computer. That it might shut them down after the 10th person. That actually seems pretty reasonable. All right, let's head out. We'll kill the other boss real fast too. He should be a total joke now. And if Vortex fixes it by then he can get the weapon off of that one. The axe is the best weapon in the game right now. Mac support, not yet. Ultimately, I will make builds for Mac and Mac and tablets. I think something like this could lend itself well to tablets as well. Assuming there's no problems with that, but yeah, just the turnover time on figuring out how to make those builds, and like I want to make sure it's on one thing, so if something breaks, then we're just good to go. No whip or flail, not yet. They're a little more complicated to animate, because you got to have an animation chain on them. It's a highly arbitrary policy they introduced. Well, I was wondering what the point of having a Windows server is. So let me see how many sockets a Windows server can have. Is there a socket limit? Okay. The theoretical maximum for Windows is approximately 25,000 socket handles. However, in practical terms, it's safe to estimate the Windows server platform can allocate approximately 16,000 on a system with 2 gigabytes of RAM or more. So that sounds like way more than I would need to shift your terrain elevation eventually. So the way the server works is I don't think I could bake this. Let me I'll do something more technical once we shut the server down, but everything's 2D right now. Now, you can move up and down, but all the collisions are handled on 2D. So I could make it, instead of a quad tree, into an oct tree. So a quad tree partitions space in such a way that, kind of like you see all these little squares. It's not exactly it. But there's like one big square, you put something in there, it turns into another graph of another 4 squares, something in there, another 4, and it makes it smaller. So right now, even though there's about 1,000 hitboxes in the game, as we're stepping, we're only checking against 20 or 30 things. And it manages that space for us. So an octree is that, but it also goes up. So it has a height value to it. I don't know how to do that offhand just yet, though. I have a non-network stack. You can pay Microsoft thousands of dollars to use Linux for 0. If that's the case, Josh, I will install Linux on my second computer. In fact, if development gets to the point where we need something more powerful and I don't feel like paying for... Well, I think paying for a digital server would be the best way to do it. Like one of the Amazon ones you mentioned. I had a Blue Ocean server at one point. Oh my god, are those corpses? Oh, those are bats. Okay, holy shit. Alright. Chavalery's HP doesn't seem to be updating. I wonder if I have the bug. I bet I've got the bug right now. Can dodge some of those fees. You mean, like I can dodge them using Amazon? They've got like cheaper specs, I think, for some things. But yeah, I'll look into those, and I don't mind. Like I figured, again, if I got this to a point where it could be something more serious, I mean, I take it seriously with the time I spend on it, but I'm not expecting to make the next big thing or anything like that. I want something that I could leave up, and I could have hours upon hours of grinding, and I could just leave it up, and if people want to play it, they can play it. If I want to play it, I can play it. Online server hosting isn't bad. You can use it for FFX11. Yeah, no, it doesn't look that expensive. Yeah, you got it, Godlin, my bad. I used them like a couple years back. So, yeah, and I'm terrible with nouns as a whole. Although, a friend of mine was hosting our server bot on there, and apparently it was compromised, and he lost everything on it. That widget game you had for a while on your chat. Oh, yeah, dude, I forgot about that. That was kind of cool. Yes, the bats do just fly in the air when they die. Would you allow people to stream this? Oh, sure, if they wanted to. Yeah, no, I don't care. Like, again, the primary purpose of this is fun. And it's a way for me to expand my knowledge and grow as a human being. I hope this fucking bat's over here. He wasn't here before. I fixed his spawn. If he's not here, I swear to God. No, he should pop in. I bought a chess piece. Can I put it on? Yes, the chess piece goes in this slot here, Thailandil. There's no imagery for it yet. Oh, don't tell me he's not going to spawn. Oh, I'm going to be so salty. I will fix this. We will shut the damn server down, and I will fix his spawn position if this ain't it. Hold up. Let's, who's who? Player. Alright, so, where are we at right now? We are at 9,000, negative 9,000, negative 225. Is that true? Negative 900. Yeah. Right now, I just house everything in the server, too. Alright, where is this fucker at? Aha! He's not in the right spot, that's why. Alright, let me find our position. This is gonna be spooky, guys. He's gonna spawn, like, right on top of us. So we'll do... Is this me? You're stationary. It's avocado. 870, and then 232. Alright, real fast, server's going down for just a second. 232, I think I said. 232. I think he probably was spawning in a weird spot. Alright, server... Whoop, what did I do? Why did it break? Hold on, server's not back up. Did I fuck something up? Okay, alright, there we go. What? Object reference not set. Hold on. Oh, no. Did I name this wrong? I might have to... Server will be down for just a second. Did I join too quick? No. Somebody's spawning the bat, and the ID is a mismatch from the database. So I need to go and change that real fast. Shouldn't be. What the fuck? Oh, I caught it. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Bat catcher. All right. Actually does anything? It should? Maybe I've never tested it. There you go. You guys should be able to hop in now. Why are you erroring? Don't tell me you're erroring. Bat catcher. God damn it. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't update it. Okay, all right. I know I promised a couple times now that this would fix it. I super duper promise this time it will fix it. I didn't commit my changes to the database. Whoopsie. Holy shit, there he is! Oh my god! Did we just kill him? Oh my god, he's dead! We are not supposed to have these weapons, by the way. These were made just for fun. It goes back, and then I log in anyway. Oh, shit. I wonder, though, if you were connecting when it crashed, and it was just being funky. I'll play around with it and see. I don't. That's like kind of something I didn't test too much, admittedly. I think his HP might be wrong. What's his HP at right now? You have the Spiderhead Unity asset as a boss. Link it to me and I can. Whoops. Ancient Bat has 75 HP instead of 750. So, he's kind of just a giant poop sock. This is what happens when you try and put content in a game hours before you push it out for everybody. But I'm glad some of you guys knew about some of this networking stuff. I really do think now the issues we were having were based on the limitation of 20 sockets, or 20 connections made for my server since I'm running it on my Windows 10 edition. That's something I would have not figured out in ages. Oh, is that the bat catcher? Can we put him on, or is the game broke? No, I just misclicked it. And there it is. I'll get myself killed, and I'm gonna do this for old time's sake. Mr. Bat, would you please slaughter me? Maximum is not 20 as far as I know. That's related to file sharing service on port 443. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. But what's weird, though, Xandra, and maybe it's a stress thing. Maybe there's another limitation, because when we have 10 people on, it seems like everybody's able to play. But Vortex was the only one. Oh, we got another one. Somebody put something on the slot. Vortex was the only person out of the 11 who couldn't see the boss. Oh, damn. That's a badass... Oh, it's $10? $10, Vortex? Ooh, I wish to die. I need a quick warp back. 20 poop sockets. Then you need to test last minute. I get people spam. Oh, no, we're good. No, I wanted to just ride out and fuck around. I didn't expect us to actually kill the bosses, but as soon as we got them down the first time and got some loot, then it was good to go. Sark, was there something I said I was going to show you? There's something we were talking about. Potion spamming OP. It is. No, it is. Oh, elevation. Okay. Yeah, I was going to show you the quad tree. Which I could do if I just logged out, but I'm going to get myself killed real fast. Yeah, so I can build elevation visually. I just have to work on how the character actually moves. But everything's controlled by the server. So if you have the server always sending 0 back to you as your y-axis, or as your y value for your position, then you'll never go up or down. You just run through the walls. But if the server knew what your terrain level was, then that wouldn't be an issue. Let's put this bad boy back on. We do have a few armors, too. I was going to do a quick, show on how these work, because I was pretty happy. Oh, God, the old fucking drag. Alright, so grab these guys. Not enough gold. Oh, my God, I forgot how expensive this was. Shit, I'm broke! I can only buy gloves. Alright. Well, you can see we've got gloves. Not even sure what to call it. Yeah, I don't really know either. It's like a pre-alpha. No, you could make them fingerless if you wanted to, though, Metal. Let's see. Where's my player at? So I wrote the shader for this some time ago. Local player. Pop them open. I swear to God! It's going to be tough to isolate this, because there's constantly stuff dying and spawning. I'm sure Unity has a way to stop things from moving. Just gotta learn to do the dance. Is this him? Where's your renderer at? Down a little further. Woo! Okay. So I wrote this this kind of simple shader. I was trying to look at how I thought World of Warcraft did gear. And as best I can tell, they set it up so... Bloop, so that it actually just paints the texture over top of you. So, like these gloves, they're literally just being painted over top of the hand. There's nothing special to them. But what I think they do is they when they make the model, they just build a little frilly thing around the wrist that you can enable, maybe put 3 or 4 of them, and then you can paint the texture right over that. So, for feet, for instance, I can cheese this real fast, and I can put some sandals on. These aren't the best looking things in the world. If I can just paint them right over top there, I can take them off easy enough. With some normal maps, they'll pop a little bit more, too. We'll get the fingerless gloves eventually. And these are super duper easy to make, too. Like, I'm confident I could pop out 1,000 of these things. They're pretty small. I'm always a big fan of the vest. This kind of looks like a Final Fantasy thief job vest to me. This was all stuff I drew, so it's not the highest quality either. But because it's done this way, you can see right through to the chest as well. So there's transparency on it. I think the only head we have right now is the eye patch, which I did a real shitty job with. It doesn't even entirely go over. Put that in the wrong slot. There we go. It doesn't even entirely go over the eye, so I kind of misdrew that. Could have done better. And again, with a normal map, it will sit a little more popped out and not indented. Can we get a monkey costume eventually? Probably. I think it's going to be tricky to do body-based armors. But, like, some things could be doable. Like a helmet and shoulders and cape. Anything that's not wrapped around the body, I think, is pretty doable. I built a setup in such a way that I could just use the armature and bind things to the animation. But I couldn't get the other character races to look how I wanted them to, because I plan on having lots of stuff. Not just humans, but ogres, for instance. So, like, the body would be way deformed from what a human would be, and if the textures aren't painted on, it's very hard to contort a model over top of it. What a lot of other games will do is they'll just have a model for each race. But with this, it's real easy to just have a texture paint over and then put any frillies on the outside and attach them to a spot. Eye patch goes up towards the backside. Yeah, I'm not an artist. It's like, I'll draw it across there, and it'll be good to go. To the other hand, and the character holds it backwards. Yes! I'm so glad you found that. I was hoping Vortex had one like that. The one-handed sword with the machete-looking thing in the main hand is like the edgiest shit. It's so fucking edgy. I adore it. Alright, real fast. I'll leave the server up for a minute, but, I mentioned something about showing the quad tree. Remember that shit with the rat testing? It was so good. Alright, so when I big collision data, I have to run the game, and then it exports it to a little text file. Boop. But this also lets me debug and see what's what on here. Oh, don't tell me you ain't drawing. You should be drawing. Did I turn it off? No, it's there. Fake it. Shoot, usually you can see all the lines debug drawing. What did I do to fuck that up? Can you see them here? I think you can see them here. Oh no, the scene view's not catching them. Shadowcaster. Wonder if this is a different setting. Ah, well. I'll have to figure that out another time. But usually you can see the world broken down into a quad tree, and it shows why it has to be 2D, essentially. That's what I wanted to show you, Ark. But apparently that's not going to happen. Hey, Abs, welcome back, man. Woo. Let's get a quick little slow walk here. Oh, it's me, Abs? I've been trying to figure out who that is. I can look at the database and I can figure it out. I will find you. I will find you. I can't see myself in Toki's chat. I wonder if the global is my area. No. Nope. Can we not equip hands, legs, and feet? You can. They have to be in the right slot. And I'm too poor to afford them to test it. Feet would go right here. So it's rings, feet, legs, belt, gloves, wrists, chest, cape, shoulders, neck, helmet, main hand, offhand. I got closer. It should go everywhere. It's global. There's no limitation on it yet. I'm gonna relog and get this tool turned off because it's lagging the shit out of my game. Tried every slot. Interesting. What piece of gear are you trying it for? You might have the TCP error. I'm not sure how many people we have connected. That's not where I want to log in from. Nope, stop. Cease and desist. Let's see how many people we have on. I think 10 is the magic number. I didn't even turn shit off. Fuck. Technically we're at 9 people right now. You got it? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think... It's an interesting test, because I think while there's less than 10 people, it doesn't seem to occur. It seems like once it's more than 10 people, it's a problem. Now, is it... What we talked about earlier, is it that 20 number, or maybe it's a 10 number or something like that? Is that the issue? Probably not. Maybe not. I don't know. It could just be, I just sold aquatic ambience on accident. Now you feel real silly. Oh, is this the MMO, eh? Yes. Yeah, we're just wrapping up. It went a little longer than I expected. We ended up killing some bosses. But, it could be like that there's a buffer size that just gets too big and it overflows and shuts down. Some strong Sherwood Dungeon. Interesting. Haven't heard of that one. Yeah, the best weapon in the game right now is aquatic ambience. Is this it? Is this aquatic ambience? We're gonna be hopping over to some Fire Emblem. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to finish up whatever you're doing, and then you shall say goodbye. Say goodbye to the game server. And when next you see it, it'll be better, more stable, with more to do, better balanced. No hurry, yeah. Well, honestly, I expected to go for an hour. I expected it to crash way more. How hard was the multiplayer? What, to make? It still is. Yeah, so running this from my own computer here, the TCP and UDP sockets both keep shutting down. When we had 20 people on, it was like half of the people were shutting down. When we've had 10 people on, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Greatest game of all time. There it is. Yeah, I know, right, Rumi? Time flew. Absolutely flew. Saw Lynn classed up. She did. Yeah, we had some major progression in Fire Emblem last night. We're getting towards the end. Time to sell my things. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, we can put some armor on real fast. Boop, 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 boop. But everyone can actually see, not just me. Hey, I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Jester. I guess I'll keep my gloves. It's a hard bar to pass College Lacrosse 2020, but I think we've surpassed. Let's get a shirt. And I will take the leather pants instead. Should give new characters some money. Probably a fair idea. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, so I didn't really have a clue. Right click, left click. Oh, I'm too broke. Fucking hell. Didn't really have a clue what would even happen. Now, I have a shirt, Avocado. Where's your shirt? Chavalier, I know you have money. You've got 2 fucking bat catchers. You could sell one of those bad boys. Still attacked 1 time after I died. That's possible. Yeah, I guess it depends. And this is something I want to look to fix. So right now, the server knows what's going on and it does it in order, right? And it sends to you and it tells you, hey, you can attack. The attack animation plays, right? But it already has applied the damage on the server. It only displays it and does things once you get hit and take the damage. I'm not sure if that's the smartest way to do things. I think ultimately what I'll want to do is just figure out a time for all of the animations and then kind of timestamp it and send it to you. Because it feels weird. Like, you might notice, too, you get XP immediately when you hit, and then it falls over. That feels really awkward to me. I would definitely call it a success. Been that way on... Wow, wait, which way? Is that how they did it, too? Things dropped early, or they, that you'd get the XP early, maybe? Are there going to be any Phil Collins Easter eggs? Probably. Hey, I'm not that creative, okay? I'm going to have to steal from places. 100 only sold for 10. What a ripoff! Things will be more balanced next time around too. Like I said, when I get it to a point, I'm in the clusterfuck by the light armor vendor, Tylendale. When I get it to a point where I'm not constantly updating the server, I'd like to leave it up more permanently. So that way I can just leave it on overnight, and if people want to fuck around with it, they can then. Oh, look at that. Also, if anyone's curious why I say Tylendale's character looks like this and has that, like, belly shirt on, full set of armor. Very impressive. Try and grab whenever I can to zoom in. Belt slot does actually have a visual. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Let's go ahead and find that. Close the rig. So you won't see this on your end, Tylendale. And yes, the rig is called Toki in all of them. But I can throw a belt on you on my screen. And body, where'd that belt at? Top one. So we can give you an iron belt or a leather belt. I think the leather belt looks a little... Shit, what the fuck? What happened? You lost your belt. Does it not work this way while the server's running? Okay, alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now you have a nice leather belt on my screen and it covers over there. I'm not sure if I want to keep it that way or not, but I kind of like the idea of the visual being tied to a belt. I could make it like a cosmetic channel for the shirt, maybe. Rubik's Cube is just 24. Hold on a second. Just you? Yep, you got it, Eefies. Yeah, and I don't get a ton of time. Like, I'd say I probably get maybe 20 hours a week to put into it. So 40, what? 6 times, 36 hours of stream a week. Usually about 30 to 40 hours of my day job. 4 strength, 4 stem leather belt. I like my 8 hours of sleep. That's been cut these last couple weeks. So probably got 20 hours a week or so on this. Universal 0.1 drop for Rubik's Cube item. Make it for Master of Puzzles. Somewhere around there that could work. Or it could be a boss. I've got a lot of ideas for different monster types in this game. So some sort of like crazed Rubik's Cube based cultist could be possible. Oh, it's right. Oh, is it still doing that? I thought I fixed that. You should just float on the water. I might have goofed it. There was a bug the other day when we were testing where it would move you to the monster for the attack. So on the big spider, it was kind of Monster Hunter style where you'd run up on the thorax. Too lazy? I was like that once upon a time. There was a time in my life where all I did was play video games. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah. And there ain't nothing wrong with playing video games. It's a lot of fun. You gotta relax. But I've reached a point where I've decided I'm going to spend my time effectively and grind in real life. Let's see, were you able to click underneath of it? How did you break my game? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I bet I know what's happening. This bitch probably ain't tagged. Whoop. No, he is tagged. What the heck? Is the distance check not working for the click? Yeah, it's trying to run underneath. It's set as floor. Oh, you can run off the pier a little bit, too. Hey, what's up, Plan? Oh, yeah, we've been having some fun with this. We are about to shut it down, though. I ran a little past the normal time. Oh my god, he's Jesus. Yeah, the baking on that's changed. I moved the river closer toward the town a little bit, and I haven't updated the colliding on it. Would it work if you put it on a cloud server? Yes. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about earlier, because it seems like once 10 people are connected, sockets start getting dropped. So if that is somehow related to Windows, then I'm gonna have to move off of Windows with it. Some eBay, that sounds fun. I almost got caught up in buying a bunch of games last night. One thing I was enjoying doing was switching to isometric view. Unfortunately, it doesn't always give you the greatest picture here, but it definitely gives me some strong, like, 90s ISO RPG vibes to look at stuff like that. Yeah, it's just something I've been doing for fun, Juso. But in my opinion, it's been progressing nicely. Still lots of clutter. I've got a good number of assets I can place through a lot of these places, but it just takes a bunch of time to do level design stuff. Like Ultima, for sure. I've not played much, but I'm familiar. I've seen the screenshots. Probably more like that. Fallout 2? Little Fallout 2 view. Alright, guys. We're making the swap. For any that are still connected, thank you guys for testing. Let's get a /wave in the chat. It's like Kenshi. Oh god, if it's Kenshi, it'll be 12 years. 12 years until it's done. Are you using RPG Maker? I used to when I was a kid. I loved RPG Maker. Yeah, no, it's Unity. The Kappa gives it away. Spiffy knows what's up. He knows what's up. Thank you, server. You're very diligent. Server shutting down in 30 seconds. And pull the band-aid. Boom! There it goes. Disconnected from the server.